Hello, welcome. Today we're not at Blackberry Ridge. Today we are at the Senior Citizen Center. That is about 8 or 9 miles from our house. It's the community center, and there's the ball field that's behind me there. Um, so we come here. They have a dinner where everybody brings something to eat, and we share it. We do this twice a month, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a great social gathering for all of us. Just want to take this opportunity, though, to talk about a subject that was brought to my attention this morning. I got a text from my baby sister, and she had put out a garden this year, and God bless her, she's had nothing but one trial and tribulation after another while she's been putting out this garden. Her sweet peppers only got to be about, I don't know, under a foot. She didn't get any, I don't think she's getting any bell peppers from it. The feed mill where she got her seed, she lives in Ohio, had sold her the wrong kind of seed. She wanted bush beans, she wanted Blue Lakes, and she ended up with some kind of a bean that needed to be trellised. So they sold her the wrong kind of seed. Like I said, she's just had one trial and tribulation after another, bugs and stuff like that. And the icing on the cake was yesterday when she went out to the garden and she said she saw a snake. And she said, that's it. She said, I'm throwing in the towel, I'm giving it up, and I'm not going to be able, I'm not going to do this garden anymore. And I sent her a text back, a word of encouragement. Hopefully it's a word of encouragement, Bobby Jean. I hope you're encouraged by this. And we can all take this as a lesson. I told her that our first garden is a learning experience, and that thank goodness that she didn't need this garden to be able to feed her family, that they had another source of being able to get groceries, and that's called a store. But if there should ever be an opportunity or something bad happen where she couldn't get to the store, um, she did need to know, how to garden, and that this could just be used as a learning experience. I told her, I'm sure you've learned something in doing this. And believe me, I learn something every day, every year. We all learn something. If we don't, then we become stagnant. Um, I have referred her to several gardening channels. Two that I can think of off the top of my head is MHP Gardener, and that's Bobby's channel. And he does a wonderful job of explaining how to do different things. Everything from doing hydroponic and the Kratky method to using kitty litter buckets to grow tomatoes in, all the way to doing a dirt gardening, raised beds, doing it in a greenhouse. Bobby even built his own greenhouses, and he goes through in his channel how to do that. The other channel that I can think of off the top of my head that I referred her to is Hollis and Nancy's channel. And there again, he does a great job, both he and she does a great job of explaining how to do gardening. And I strive to become as good at explaining things as they do. Um, the other thing that I'd like to mention is that when you go on these channels and you're going to see these gardens that are absolutely beautiful, and we raise our expectation thinking that's the way our garden is supposed to look or is going to look. And let me tell you, that only came about with a lot of hard work and effort. And those people also have failures. I remember recently when Hollis had put on his Facebook page where they had 16 videos that they had been working on, where they do theirs progressively through the year, that they were going to have to trash those videos because they lost everything because of a hurricane. It happens. I mean, it happens. So whenever you're looking at these things and you're thinking, okay, my garden's supposed to look that beautiful, don't judge your garden by their garden. They're not living with your climate conditions, with your seeds, with your experience, with your equipment, no more than I am. And believe me, I've had my failures also this year. I lost cabbage and I lost broccoli to worms. It's something that happens. And when I got sick and I was on the couch for 4 days, really, really sick, and then it took me about a week to get my strength back underneath me to be able to get up to the garden to do the work. I mean, the place was overtaken by weeds, and all my stuff was just covered with worms, and everything looked like a lace work. It had all been eaten up. So just take this as a learning experience. Of course, with us, we depend upon what we grow in our gardens. So this year, we're not going to have very much broccoli, and we're sure not going to have very much cabbage, but that's okay. We'll work around it and get something else to be able to eat with. Um, just keep going. That's my advice. Just keep going. And if you keep going, it's going to be okay. I told my baby sister, hey, Bobby Jean, I love you, girl. I told my baby sister, just keep breathing. As long as you keep breathing, it's going to be okay. And as for what you've got in your garden, if you see a snake, baby sister, send your son-in-laws out there to get everything. Have them, if you need to, have them pull up all the green bean vines and just take and get underneath the tree and pull the green beans up underneath the tree. Pull them off. Don't let it all go to waste. It's all going to be okay. There's going to be a bite or two in there. We love you. Again, thank you very much. Pray for our country. God bless America. Keep breathing. The Vivian Ann on the side of the mountain in Northeast Tennessee.